Okay, so there's some huge news coming out of the Pi Network that's really got the community talking. It's all about them taking a major step onto the world stage. So let's jump right in and break down what this is all about. And really, the big headline here is that Pi Network is stepping onto one of the industry's biggest stages. And we're not talking about just any small meetup. This is a massive global event, one of the most important in the entire Web3 space. All right, so let's get down to brass tacks. What is the actual announcement? Let's peel back the layers and look at the who, what, where, and when of this whole thing. Okay, so here's the breakdown. Dr. Chengdiao Fan, one of the founders of Pi Network, is going to be a featured speaker at Token 2049 in Singapore this October. Now, you gotta understand, this isn't just some side stage talk. This puts a key voice from Pi right in the spotlight front and center, with industry leaders from all over the world. But to really get why this is such a massive deal, we need to talk about the scale of Token 2049. I mean, what kind of event are we actually looking at here? Let's throw some numbers out there to put it in perspective. So first, let's talk about the crowd. We're talking over 25,000 people. Just try to picture that for a second. A huge venue packed with folks from every corner of the crypto universe, all there to see what's coming next. You've got developers, investors, creators, the whole shebang. And who are they all there to listen to? Well, a lineup of over 300 speakers. And these aren't just anybody. We're talking founders, CEOs from the biggest companies, major investors, even policymakers. What this means is Dr. Fan is sharing the stage with some of the most influential minds in the game, putting Pi's vision right smack in the middle of that conversation. And it's not just about what's said on stage, right? The conference floor itself is going to be jam-packed with over 500 exhibitors, all showing off the absolute latest in Web3 technology. It's basically a living, breathing marketplace of ideas. You get a real feel for where the entire ecosystem is right now, and maybe more importantly, where it's all headed. The source material really hits the nail on the head here. It calls it a central gathering point for the global Web3 ecosystem. So yeah, this isn't just another conference. Token 2049 is seen as the place to be. It's where big deals happen, where partnerships get forged, and where the future of the industry is really hashed out. Okay, so that leads us to a big question. What's Pi's mission here? I mean, they're not just showing up to hang out and listen. The sources make it super clear. They have a very deliberate two-part strategy to make the biggest splash possible. And it's a really brilliant 1-2 punch. On one side, you've got the thought leadership aspect, right? Dr. Fan is on the main stage sharing Pi's core vision. And at the same time, you've got this powerful corporate presence, with Pi Network as a gold sponsor. It ensures their brand is absolutely everywhere, making a huge statement. And get this, the theme of Dr. Fan's talk is real-world utility. Now that is so telling. In an industry that, let's be honest, gets a lot of heat for being all about speculation, this is a direct move to change the conversation. It's all about how blockchain can solve actual, tangible problems and create real societal value. And that, right there, goes straight to the heart of what Pi has always been about. Okay, so let's tie all these threads together. What does this high-profile move actually mean for Pi and its millions of users around the world? Let's unpack the strategic thinking behind this. When you really boil it down, the strategy seems to have 4 key goals. First, you've got a massive boost in global visibility. Then, it's about using that stage to directly connect and engage with the broader Web3 community. Third, it's a chance to share Pi's really unique vision for utility. And finally, when you put it all together, it sends a super powerful signal. This project has grown up, it's mature, and it is ready for this moment. All right, so as we start to land the plane here, let's highlight the absolute key takeaways and talk about what you should be keeping an eye on as we get closer to the event. So here's the bottom line. It's confirmed. Pi is going to be at Token 2049 in a big way, both as a speaker and a gold sponsor. The core of their message is going to be that crucial theme of real-world utility. And for anyone who wants to know more, the advice is pretty simple. Just keep your eyes glued to Pi Network's official channels for more details as we get closer to October. And this all leaves us with a much bigger question, doesn't it? One that isn't just for Pi, but really for the entire crypto space. Are moments just like this, standing on the world's biggest stages and presenting a clear vision for real-world value. Is this what it's going to take to finally bridge that gap and unlock true mainstream adoption?